Psalm 119, Day 8, I will meditate. Our reading today comes from the verses 25 through 32. My soul clings to the dust. Give me life according to your word. When I told of my ways, you answered me. Teach me your statutes. Make me understand the way of your precepts, and I will meditate on your wondrous works. My soul melts away for sorrow. Strengthen me according to your word. Put false ways far from me, and graciously teach me your law. I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I set your rules before me. I cling to your testimonies, O Lord. Let me not be put to shame. I will run in the way of your commandments when you enlarge my heart. Our thoughts for today center around verse 27. Make me understand the way of your precepts, and I will meditate on your wondrous works. 6 times in the 119th Psalm, the word meditate appears. Verse 15, verse 23, here in verse 27, verse 48, 78, and 148. The Hebrew word is sayak. It means to ponder, converse with oneself, commune, complain, meditate, muse, or pray. The synonym in the English language for the word meditate are ponder, reflect, contemplate, muse, ruminate, among others. Once again, we find the author considering things wondrous. See yesterday's devotional for other thoughts on wondrous. What is to become of one's wondrous thoughts? Charles Spurgeon wrote, "Half the wonder in the world is born of ignorance, but holy wonder is the child of understanding." Matthew Morey was led in his wonder of Psalm 8, verse 8, that speaks of the paths of the sea, to discover ocean and wind currents, and was known as the pathfinder of the seas. More and more discoveries are made in the world around us that were recorded in the Bible thousands of years ago. Things we take for granted as established scientific facts today. The fact that the stars are too numerous to be numbered in Genesis 15:5 and Jeremiah 33:22, although it wasn't until the 19th century that we understood how numerous they were beginning to be. The sun has an orbit of its own around the center of the galaxy, Psalm 19, verse 4 through 6. The wind has weight and a regular course, Job 28:25 and Ecclesiastes 1:6. There is an ideal ratio of seagoing vessels, Genesis 6:15. That ratio is 30:5:3. The earth is a sphere, Job 26:10, Proverbs 8:27, and Isaiah 40, verse 22. All the known elements in the universe are identified in Genesis 1:1. Time, space, matter, force, and energy. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. What does wonder inspire in us? There are times when the wonder of a good sunset causes us to simply sit back and enjoy the view. The wonder of a walk in the woods gives us peace and tranquility. Yet beyond this, our wonder can give us a sense of the awesome workmanship of God. It can cause us to give thanks to God in profound ways for the ability to experience such things. We see the same sights, but the results are markedly different. The author desires the Lord to teach him the precepts that he might understand them, and in understanding them, he may contemplate or meditate upon them with deeper and deeper understanding of all God's works. A simple way of understanding the term precepts is the instructions given to men to direct their conduct. 21 times the word precept is found in Psalm 119. It is interesting to take the time to compare each use of this term for the nuances of its meaning. Consider this one. Through your precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. We find this in verse 104. As usual, the best interpreter of the Bible is the Bible itself. Understanding God's precepts helps us to understand life. Understanding begets understanding. The more we understand, the more we desire. The more we desire, the more we will pursue understanding. Now let's revisit the idea of meditating. Meditation isn't the emptying of thoughts from the mind, as the Eastern religions espouse, but filling the mind with understanding. He is now able to meditate from a position of knowledge and not ignorance. If time permits, take a moment and go back to the beginning of this psalm. Find the verses where he speaks of the desire for God's word, his commandments, his rules, etc. His desires compel him onward. How is your desire today? Lord willing, we'll meet again tomorrow.